ominous book is ominous. What, are you telling me zombies can write now? 'Cause that looks like chicken scratch to me. Just saying. Oh, is there actually some Kurumi Yuki Ri? Oh, so zombies can write, albeit very badly. Greetings and salutations, viewers. I'm StarPrincessHLC, coming at you with another review of School Live, a strange moe zombie apocalypse anime that's, well, you kind of have to watch it to see it yourself, but it's a really fun, really creepy, really silly, make of it what you will. But we are reviewing now episode 9 of the series. There's 12 altogether, and the link in the description below is for Crunchyroll, where you can watch it for free. There will be ads unless you pay a premium, but either way, the episodes are up for your viewing pleasure, because I'm sure not all the time you want to see my silliness making fun of this awesome series. So with that, let us begin. Well, another day in zombie apocalypse land. What strange lessons are we gonna learn today? In this particular episode, we were kind of bouncing around a little bit, where we were talking briefly about Megune and how her and Risan came up with the school living club to try to cheer everybody up, considering they were stuck in the school. And we also apparently find out later on that that Megune's death happened not long after they formed the club. So that might explain a little bit of Yuki's behavior as to why she thinks she's still in the club, even though Megune is no longer around. But interesting nonetheless, and kind of cute as well, seeing the interactions with Megune, considering what happens. Hooray! We had a moment of happiness before it all went to hell. In this hell. But the big thing that happened in this one, essentially it was that Risan still had the key that Miki found in Megune's things, and she was trying to kind of find where the key fits, although at the time she had only tried Megune's desk and it didn't work, and she kind of got a little distracted because Toromaru got himself covered in algae from the water filter that's on top of the school, and Yuki was chasing him around and everything got all algae covered. So that was a fun and strange little moment, but entertaining nonetheless. Says the girl wearing algae covered boots. Just saying, man, the one downside of a zombie apocalypse, no janitors. But eventually, Miki came up to Risan and actually started questioning things that I've been questioning for a while now. It's like, why is this school so well equipped with the solar powered stuff, with the water purifier, with the crops on the roof, with all this stuff? Why is it that this school is so well stocked, as if they expect like something bad's gonna happen and have everything prepared for like thousands of people are going to be hiding out here? And even Risan was like, I noticed that too, but she obviously, I guess, didn't say anything for Yuki's sake. So then it led up to Risan and Miki going around into the staff room, because that's where the key is labeled, and trying to find what the key was attached to. Oh, sure, the one room that doesn't have decent enough electricity, and it's creepy as all hell. And eventually Yuki decides to join in the search for some unknown reason. Basically, she just woke up all of a sudden and was like, hey, what are you guys doing? I was worried about you. And it was like, Megune told us to find something. Yes, that's exactly what it is. She went to help us. She asked us particularly, what we could find this key is attached to. And she's like, ooh, it's a treasure hunt. I'm gonna help. How about you just go to bed and let the grown-ups deal with this, sweetie? No, of course not. She'll just wiggle her ass in front of everybody. And she spent the bulk of that just essentially finding a bunch of stuffed animals and a sleeping bag, and was goofing around and was like, hey, take a picture with that camera that's on the table. Not even remembering that that's the camera that they used to take a picture of the opening of the school living club with Megune. So that brought out a little bit of tension with Risan, because it's like, you don't remember her? You don't remember this day? You don't remember this camera? Like, it's you could really tell, like, all this is starting to kind of take a little toll on Risan as well, even though she goes out of her way to try and be happy, upbeat, and what have you, she's still struggling with probably keeping this facade while also dealing with the fact that Yuki doesn't remember this stuff. It's like, could you please just go away so we could actually work? Oh, I think Risan's starting to break a little bit on the fact that Yuki doesn't know what's going on. But then Yuki actually kind of surprises everyone because she manages to find this like little hidden panel behind this little spot behind the desks. There was like a little panel and slid out, and there was a safe in the panel that you couldn't normally see, and the key fit in that one, and we got somewhat of a big surprise in that little safe, actually. A secret panel? Interesting. Essentially, there was a book in there, a manual of some kind in that safe, and it was talking about like, oh, there's a biological weapon kind of thing, and it's a possibility that it could go wrong, and things will end up badly, essentially, and you gotta preserve human life. You can't be compassionate of any kind. You have to make sure that the infected are quarantined, blah, blah, blah. Essentially, basically saying that, yes, indeed, the school knew something was happening. They might even be a part of what happened with the whole biological weapon thing, and they were preparing for a worst case scenario. So this is a big, 9 episodes in, and now all of a sudden you're telling us this? And we only got 3 or 4 episodes left? Are you kidding me? Whoa, that was quite a bombshell, but I guess it does make sense. They were trying to build up more for the characters and kind of explain their backstories before jumping into this, but this is definitely interesting and unexpected. It's like, we still don't really know what this biological weapon thing is, but obviously it was bad if it turned everybody into zombies, and they're saying, quarantine and such. It was quite a shock to find, nonetheless. Even the characters were definitely like, oh my god, what the hell? What's going on? Biological weapon? Containment efforts fail? Infection may explode? They were planning all this! Oh my god. And this particular episode ended with Yuki talking again near the door that the Megune died behind. So again, it's kind of throwing a little question of how much is Yuki actually remembering? How much of it is an act that she's doing for the other girls, and how much of it is her genuinely not remembering? It's a constant conflict of what is going on there? I give Yuki a lot of flack sometimes because it's okay, dumb down the cutesy stuff for a little bit, sweetie. We're trying to talk serious, but it is an interesting thought, an interesting concept. What is going on there? There she is sitting in front of that door again. How much of this is her actually knowing what's going on, and how much of it is a delusion? I'm really curious on this. But overall, this was definitely a more serious episode than the ones that we've seen thus far. I mean, obviously there's intermingled between seriousness and not, but a lot of the times they do try to focus more on the cutesy moe stuff and try to stray away a little from the darks element of it. But this one was fairly strong on the creepy factor, especially once that bombshell dropped about a biological weapon. It's like, ooh, what's going to happen next? I'm curious. But overall, I really did enjoy this episode. This is definitely a stronger episode. Some of the other ones, I'll admit, are a little meh, especially when it's just essentially focused on cutesy girly stuff, because obviously it's get to the meat and gritty, get to the creepy zombie talk, what the heck's going on there. But either way, this was a much more interesting one. It still offers a lot of questions, but at the same time you get some bit of answers in the process, so good job for that episode. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen in the next part. But for now, this is StarPrincessHLC saying thank you very much for watching, and have a fond farewell. And let me know in the comments below what you would like to see me review next. Bye bye!